I said Tasha. That's all I said, Tarsha. She even spelled her name wrong, Tarsha. And it said Tarsha, 3 kids. So I was late. We always double booked. We were taught. And I got to the house, and Tarsha at that time was 125 pounds. So I'm expecting to see someone like my size, because I was immature, all right? I'm thinking 3 kids, she's probably about my size, all right? So I see somebody like 125 pounds. So I was like, yeah, I'm here to see Tarsha. She was like, I'm Tarsha and you're late, all right? You all, because I recruited Tarsha, I quit my job. She was a pharmacy technician. She could only work 5 p.m. and 2 a.m. Monday through Friday. And she had one day, she had 3 appointments. She was killing the guys. She was killing the guys, all right? She'd only work like during the morning, all right? And she had 3 appointments one day, and Hillshire Farm called and was like, hey, we're gonna do a ride with. That's when they realized I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't going to the stores. I didn't go to the stores at all, all right? And they was gonna do a ride with, but that means I would have had to cancel her appointments. And I was like, either A, I can go make probably $1,000, or I can go with this lady and count sausage. And I quit. I quit that day. And this lady, I promise y'all, has changed my life. She's changed. If it wasn't for Tarsha, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So let me give it up for Miss Tarsha. Let's give Miss Tarsha Monique Gray.
You're going to say it over and over and over and over again. But the thing about a story is that you're supposed to be saying it to different people over and over and over again. So make sure you get your story down pat. But when he called me by way of referral, the reason why I even had the appointment was because my cousin said it, so her credibility got him in the door. At that point, that's the only reason why he got in the door. It wasn't his spill, it wasn't his script. I don't remember much about what he said, but what I do know is he said, your cousin Benita told me to give you a call. I can save you some money. I was recently divorced. I was a single mom at that point and three children. I was in an abusive marriage. And the reason why I got out because one day he hit harder than I hit, because we both was hitting, right? Because I don't want nobody to feel sorry, but you got to understand what you're in. Some of you are in an abusive marriage right now where you work. Because what happens is you judge and thinking about how my eye might have been blackened, but your eyes getting blackened every day. When you go to work, your eye get blackened every day. Your children's eyes are getting blackened. Your goals and dreams are getting blackened. Everything is getting abused. Your future's getting abused because you keep showing up to that abusive relationship. They keep taking. It won't give you what you work. $20 an hour is not what you work. $15 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour. If you think that's what an hour of your time is worth, then you need to go, if you're in Baltimore, go on Baltimore Street and ask those women what an hour of their time is worth, what 15 minutes of their time is worth. Because they make more money than you with a college degree for an hour. So, I'm going to keep going. So the crazy thing is, I was a pharmacy technician, like you said. I worked an hour away, single mother, so I worked in the evening so my brother could watch the children on the day, and watch them on the evening while I worked. And so this lady I was working with was selling Mary Kay. She was a pharmacist. She had 2 degrees, and it's like, dude, I don't have a college degree. I'm in the city of Baltimore, projects, shelters, nowhere to live. Sometimes it's like, okay, listen to her. She's smarter than me, right? Isn't that what we're taught? You gotta be very careful about what we're taught. So I'm not acting my brain like she's smarter than me. I'm selling this Mary Kay. So I sell him Mary Kay. It is what it is. But when he came over, he said he could save me some money on my life insurance. I was responsible. I was responsible enough to have a policy, but I wasn't educated enough to know what I needed. So State Farm bundled my package. They told me they were going to save me money, right? So I had $10,000 of coverage on me, $15,000 of coverage on those 3 babies that I love so much for $35. What I realized at that point when he came over, that State Farm didn't love my family. So they didn't educate me. He came in, he put $150,000 of coverage on me, $10,000 on the same 3 kids. It made sense, so I switched. My mother raised me one way. She didn't teach me a lot, but she told me this. She said, Monique, you don't have to have book smarts, but you better have street smarts and you better have common sense. And I thank God I had common sense at that moment to understand that $35 I was paying to State Farm was not the same $35 I was going to pay for this company right here for my family. So this dude's hands were ashy. Remember, I'm always looking for money. So I thought about it. I was like, what can I sell him? They say men aren't the market for Mary Kay, but everybody got hands. So I go upstairs and get a set hands Mary Kay kit, and I come downstairs. I said, I did business with you. You about to do business with me. He said, how much money you gonna make? I $15. He said, you didn't come to work with me, I just made $300. My only question was, can somebody like me do something like this? He said yes. That was my only question. I didn't get a presentation. He didn't have to coerce me. It was legal, moral, and ethical. I've been put in situations where I could sold other types of stuff to make money that I made a decision not to do. So guess what? When people say Chris wasn't a recruiter, I guess he was recruiting that day. The moral of the story is you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You get frustrated because people not hearing you. You're not talking to the right person. I need a perfect script. No, you just need to open your mouth. You need to just open your mouth over and over and over again. Let me tell y'all this. When I was 17-year-old, I got pregnant. My mom said, I'm taking you to social service. She took me to the social service building. She said, hey, you're about to sign up for benefits. I said, I'm not signing up for benefits. She said, you're going to sign up for benefits. I went in that place and I said, I'm not signing up for benefits. I didn't do it. What am I telling you? I was talking to Peggy Hightower the other day. It came to me. I was rejecting poverty. I was rejecting my children being a part of the system. I was rejecting that limited mindset by saying no and not knowing how I'm going to take care of them. But I wasn't going to do it that way because I know that way didn't work. I was a part of that system. And then I remember 2 weeks before Primerica showed up, I was in my bathroom working a quote-unquote good job, right? It was nothing was about to get cut off. It was none of that stuff was happening. I didn't have to borrow the $199 when I came in. But it was something in me that said it gotta be more to life than going to work, coming home, being tired, being disgusted. There's gotta be more than having only 2 days a week. With a 7-day week in my life, I can only get 2 days out of that week. So I was in that bad, and I'm like, man, if it is a God, y'all, I didn't believe back then. I said, if there is a God, you want to show up right now, because I'm tired. I mean, everything I am to my kids, I'm doing everything. I shut my personal life down to live a life for them. Like I rejected average and ordinary. At that moment, I just didn't know it. Primerica showed up 2 weeks later. I began to do Primerica the first month part-time, $1,800. That started feeling good to me. But one thing I never did, y'all, I never wanted to quit Primerica. Even when I was in the back of the room, in the middle of the room, before Chris, I never wanted to quit. There's nothing about this that makes me want to quit. It doesn't matter how tough it is. It doesn't matter how many people tell you no. My question is, will you reject average and ordinary, or will you reject wealth? Will you reject legacy? Will you reject this opportunity? Will you reject your future goals and dreams? Will you reject everything that we're talking to you about today? Yo, we the X-Files. We X-Files. Come on, Chris. Chris was adopted. He was given up. 3 days in Catholic charity. I was put out at age 12 and said, go figure life out. If we can do something like this, you can do something like this. But you gotta have a why. It's gotta be a thought about your upline, your sideline, your downline. If you're sitting in here and you think about your own life, what is it that you need? Yo, we hungry and passionate. Outdoor right now is in New York. She's about to dance on the stage of an event called Rolling Loud. If any of you know what that is. It's major. But if we never did this, she might have been dancing on the stage in a strip joint. See, you don't know. You have no idea what you're fighting for. We gotta fight for our goals and dreams, right, Chris?
Yes, ma'am. I'll say this. Paul said, we're X-Files. I would tell you that in most cases in this country, if you don't come from the right side of town, if you don't have that silver spoon, probably people will X you out. You don't have the education, they'll tell you. They'll tell you that you're not talented enough, you don't have enough experience. What I would tell you is that, are we that good? Nope. What we did, we listened. We believed we were naive enough to listen to everything that we heard in these meetings. They said don't miss the meetings. We didn't miss the meetings. When Chris Graver came, when you have a baby and all that type of stuff, you kind of, babysitter issues. And I used to be like, well, Tarsha, okay, we can't get a babysitter now, leave Tarsha. Eventually, one day I was like, you know what? when we go to the meetings, I hear one thing and Tarsha hears something else. So, but if we're not there together, we can't hear it the same. So we made a decision that guess what? If wherever I go, you're gonna see Tarsha. Y'all, we became peanut butter and jelly. What am I saying? If you have a partner, y'all need to come together. If this is just somebody you're gonna live your life with, okay, this is gonna be a part of your life. Eventually, you're gonna have to do something where this business, you're gonna have to sacrifice things for this business. But eventually, the business will take care of you. What y'all are looking at are two very average people who didn't quit, who just believed what was said. And last year, Primerica paid our family $504,000. If we can do it, I used to sell sausages, and she used to be the rank. If we can do it, you definitely can do it. Get bigger, go home. See y'all later.